Do you ever wish you could silence your inner critic? You know, that voice that whispers, you're not good enough, or even worse, you should be like someone else. I know that struggle all too well, and revisiting this subject today sure hits home. But what if I told you there's a way to turn that critical voice into one that actually lifts you up? Today, I'm sharing 2 simple yet powerful ways to stop negative self-talk and take back control of your thoughts, so you can finally break free. Let's dive in. But first, welcome to Later is Greater, Women Over 60 Embracing Life. If this is your first time on the podcast, my name is Stella. I'm a self-published author and got all my expertise the hard way in my own life. Now, I just love sharing this stuff with you. Let's go on. The first step to silencing the inner critic is recognizing the inner critic is not you. Yeah, the inner critic is like that overprotective parent. It thinks it's keeping you safe, but really, it's holding you back. Can you imagine carrying a heavy backpack full of bricks, which represents self-doubt? Wouldn't it feel amazing to get rid of that burden? So we're going to lighten it now. Instead of believing those harsh words, recognize that your inner critic is just fear talking. And just because a thought pops into your head doesn't make it true. You don't even have to entertain it. You do have the power to challenge it and change it. Negative inner self-talk is no stranger to me. It was my midnight lover. I came out of a 25-year difficult marriage. Now I'm 7 years out, and I'm here to share my secrets. I discovered Julia Cameron's book, The Artist's Way. In her book, she calls the inner critic the censor. It's that nasty voice in our brain that spews out harsh judgments veiled as truth. Sound familiar? But here's the thing. It's not the truth. And we are all victims of the censor at some point. We don't have to listen to it, though. My key takeaway here: recognizing your inner critic is the first step to breaking free. The moment you realize it's not you, and that is just a fearful part of your brain, you can start shifting your thoughts in a new direction. Now that you know to recognize your inner critic, the next step is learning how to shift your thoughts. To help you along with this, I've linked below a beautiful reflection sheet that's free for you. It's called How to Be Your Own Best Cheerleader. I designed it specifically to help you start replacing negative self-talk with encouragement. It's free in the link below. Now, step 2. Replacing the inner critic with your inner coach. Would you talk to your best friend the way you talk to yourself? Probably not. So, let's change it now. Every time you have a negative thought, you must replace it with an encouraging one. Okay, it's nice to say. How on earth do you do it? Well, let me give you a few examples of what I used to do and how I replaced those phrases. Instead of saying, "I'll never get this right," try saying, "I'm learning and I'm improving every day." How about this one? "My mind can't remember things." Replace it with, "I do recall this. Let me check my agenda and get the details." Or here's my favorite, "I'm so dumb." Instead of that, tell yourself, "I have so much on my mind. You know, even computers need reminders and need a reboot once in a while." How about this one? "I just can't do that." I've replaced that with, "Let me go to YouTube and find a hack for this. Easy peasy." Hey, listen, YouTube is my go-to. Joking aside, here's a personal story. One of the biggest game changers for me was when I journaled all of my self-criticisms. For real. I wanted to identify those negative things so well that I would never let that thought cross my mind again. I could shut it down immediately. So let's bring out Julia Cameron again. One tool that she uses is called the morning pages. You know, it's a thing. Google morning pages and you'll see what comes up. Julia Cameron swears by this practice as a way to silence her inner critic. In fact, it's a non-negotiable. Every morning, she writes 3 pages of free-flowing thoughts, longhand. It doesn't have to be deep or poetic or grammatically correct. It's just a way to purge the censor's negativity and make space for new and empowering thoughts. Isn't that a wonderful concept? Now, I have 2 points to say here. The free-flowing thoughts, that is transferring the energy of the negativity in your mind out of your body. Longhand means it travels down your body onto the pen and paper and it physically leaves your body. This is a thing. It's really energy, and you want to purge that as much as possible. To take it a step further, journaling my self-criticisms was a game changer. And one of the things that I did after I purged some of those very dark and hurtful things that were in my head, I put them in a burning bowl and I burned them. Just watching those words go up in flames and disappear was a very powerful metaphor for getting rid of all those negative thoughts in my head. Don't forget, if you want a simple way to start shifting your mindset, I've got you covered. In my free guide, How to Be Your Own Best Cheerleader, I walk you through this process with reflection questions to help you flip your inner dialogue. The link is in the description. So, the key takeaway with part 2, step 2, replace your inner critic once you've identified it. However, replacing it takes courage and practice. Yeah, you heard me, courage. Because sometimes we find comfort in those old ways. You're not the old you anymore. You're stepping into your power and creating space for a beautiful life. So keep practicing, because once you practice for a week or 2, you will see that your inner coach is going to start taking over, and you will naturally start speaking to yourself with encouragement and confidence. You know, your inner critic doesn't have to control your life. These 2 simple steps will help you take back control. And if you want more tools, go grab the free guide I put in the description box. Thank you so much for choosing to be here today. It always means the world to have you here. If you enjoyed this episode, please take a second, leave a comment or a review, and let me know if you liked it. I hope you save this episode and come back whenever you need it again. And I hope you come back here soon. See you next week. And until then, go out and have an empowered day.